Yeah, just went home Mick here of Sunday afternoon. Just thought I'd give you a little treat. One of my good mates here, Yogi Core, has just restored his KTM 300, 1991 KTM 300 GS.
Yeah, that's it.
GS 300. And so this is fully compliance play today.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So you can
I'm not
road
registering it, but,
register this, but he's not going to road register it. So, as you can see, it nearly looks like a brand new bike. Well, it pretty well does look like a brand new bike. So you've gone through all the suspension, MPE?
Yeah, MPE did all the suspension and had the engine completely stripped and completely rebuilt and everything like that.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yep, so all the forks have heavier springs in the forks in the back shock?
Just to suit my weight, yeah.
Cause, what do you run, punching about 100?
Yeah, about 100
kilos with gear. He's a big fella. He's a true blue Aussie battler. And so here's one of his passions. He enjoys riding his bikes. And this is the first one he's done a full restore on. He's so he now knows who he can deal with doing stuff and who's hard to deal with. But you got new tyres on it. It's all bearings in the gear, ball bearings through the whole engine. Yandino.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Yandina motorcycles.
Yandina motorcycles. He's a very good mechanic up there. Apparently, time will tell, but they reckon he's the duck's nuts. And so all the hubs have been done.
Yeah, they've all been stripped and blasted. And,
new rims.
Recericated, new rims. The original rims were on the bike, but they were pretty well roached. So, I would have liked to have kept them because they're pretty, they look fairly unique, I think, with the steeper ridge in the centre of the rim, but...
No, could do.
No, unfortunately, but the DID Dirt Stars look pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah, they do. The DIDs do look good. Now, these are heavier spokes, all stainless.
Yeah, all stainless spokes. Yeah.
It's an X-ring chain.
Yeah.
Oh, I know me stuff, mate. Know me stuff, I can just tell that looking at it. So that's off a 15, that rear.
That's off my 15 model KTM 300, the rear, running a 52, so once we sort of running a 50 on the rear and a 13 on the front, so we'll probably have a look at that and see if it's too low or if it's all right. So considering that, it's only a 5-speed box in the old girl, where the new ones are 6, yeah.
Now, so I'm just looking at this thing called, these, if it's a 1991 model,
that's right.
You nearly couldn't mistake it. Like effectively, they're not much different than a modern bike, are they?
No, they really are. They look fairly, even like I also have an 88 YZ250 and it's quite a modern bike in a lot of respects, but
conventional front forks on it.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I can see that probably turns me off a little bit's got a single piston front brake caliper.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting to see how weak that is. Now,
I do believe that the rear brake and when you read through a lot of old articles about them too, they're too touchy.
Yeah, that's a new disc?
No, that's actually the original disc off it. I just had it all hydroblasted.
Yeah, so the whole frame you had...
Yeah, the frame I had sandblasted and all repainted properly, and then everything else has been hydroblasted.
Yeah, that's from fella down at Caboolture.
Young Andrew, Jai Gillette. Done the Sunshine Coast.
Sunshine Coast hydroblasting?
Yeah.
Jai Gillette.
Yeah, he done all the hydroblasting and that on it.
And all your nuts and bolts you've had nickel plated again?
Yeah. A lot of them I have, and then there's a lot of them that I've used. I picked up just a KTM nuts and bolts kit for two-stroke.
Yep.
And funnily enough, that over the years, everything still fits.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed with your stickers too.
It's actually ATL graphics at Beale.
Where is it? ATL?
Yeah, ATL graphics out of Beale. I just took in the old side covers, and they had roach graphics on them. And I just sort of looked at them, and they looked at me, and that's what they come up with. And
that's pretty impressive. Bit of a shout out for them, was it? Who is it?
Yeah, ATL.
ATL graphics at Beale.
Pretty easy to deal with too.
Yeah, good to deal with.
He did the side covers and the tank and the radiator shrouds. That was $160.
$160. You just took in the old ones and pictures.
Yeah.
Oh mate. And that's a bargain.
No.
That is good. And
I was very lucky. A mate was shuffling through on one of the Facebook sites, one of the vintage Facebook sites,
Yeah.
and come up with that trophy headlight, the service trophy headlight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's pretty well the sort of thing they had in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. All
Wasn't
the
the service?
Yeah.
They were the service, or
Yeah, that's it. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much all the identical headlights
Yeah.
on the bike.
yeah.
You know, I just couldn't find one.
Yeah. So you've had some good blokes to deal with. Majority of them have been good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's been pretty helpful.
He hasn't fired it just yet. He's got a little bit of a water leak that he's just got to suss out. But
No, that was the rainstorm on the way here.
mate, to me, KTM's. I just look at this for it's a 30-year-old bike, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Just
it's-
all your
it
rose
is.
end joints on your back brake there, beautifully rose end joint. I can see your bearings and circlips in that back brake pedal.
Yeah.
They're a bloody class act 30 years ago.
Replace all the bearings and right
Yeah.
down to the brake pedal bearings.
Yeah, yeah,
They're all new.
yeah. But they're definitely a nice machine, weren't they?
Yeah,
In the
for
day.
sure.
Still a nice machine.
Yeah,
Standard
so-
exhaust, but you just put an arrow stick on it to look the
Actually,
same.
I actually sourced that out of a Wreckers.
Yeah, that exhaust.
Yeah, and hydroblasted
Hydroblasted,
it,
yeah,
and
it's-
repainted it, and
Mate, she looks duck's nuts.
whacked an arrow sticker on it to cover a few
Oh,
scratches.
oh. Righty, I'm gonna shut it off at that. But this is cool with his 300, and he's probably got not much change out of, well, no change out of $10,000 to do it to this level. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of money, but
work.
it is a beautiful bike. So I'm going to leave it at that. Sveno Mick from Sveno Mick and Swenson's Mowing and Grounds Maintenance. Sveno Mick out.